But it's very nice we've gotten to know your roadies, Eric and Bad Brad. But the guys from Shooting Star are here. Give them a big round of applause. Van McLean, Keith Mitchell, and Eric Johnson. Now, are you having a problem, Eric, now that you are Eric Johnson?
Yes, I've been recoined Delbert Johnson for the tour. So make things easier.
But at least it's under a whole band name, Shooting Star. I mean, it's a good thing that you weren't like Eric Johnson and Shooting Star or something.
Right. That's exactly right. And I play the bass, too, so it helps with my identity.
I want to hear the history of the band, because to some people, there are a lot of Shooting Star fans here, obviously. Yeah. But you were together, you broke up, you got back together. The fans that you had for all that time that you were broken up were always looking for your stuff on CD. That was one of the artists that everybody said, I'm looking for the Gamma stuff on CD and Shooting Star stuff on CD. Now it's available on CD. And with that, that's all I know about the band. I'd love to hear the history.
Well, we started back in the late 50s now.
With backing up Elvis, right?
In fact, I played here when Elvis was here.
That's right.
Yeah. No, actually, the band started in 1980, and we had 5 albums out, and this thing's... And anyway, the best thing about the band was that we had these pockets of diehard fans. And when we split up in '85, none of our albums were available anymore because Virgin had left the country. And so they're back now. They're the ones that gave Janet Jackson all that money you were talking about. So anyway, we reformed and were able to get the rights back to the earlier stuff and got it out on CD, and things are going great.
Now, is this the original combination?
No, a couple of us are. The rest of the guys are new band, new guys. Keith. Well, actually, Keith's been around.
I've been around 4 years, 5 years.
I've been around.
Are you the original vocalist of
No,
Last
I'm not
Chance?
the original vocalist.
Get the hell out of here, mister!
Get the... But I've made my spot. I've been around since Touch Me Tonight and the Best Of album. And I was on the Best Of tour last year when we came through San Jose.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So you guys started in 1980. The success was almost immediate, wasn't it? You guys did real well right off the bat.
Well, I think so, kind of. It was spotty stuff. I mean, we've always had a diehard cult following. We've never had like a #1 single. Because
I remember back in 1981 playing your stuff on the radio. It's almost like, wow.
Yeah.
Within the first year you were happening.
Yeah, we always get that thing where people go, "That's you guys, huh?" You know, they've heard all these songs, but I don't think they've necessarily put it together with Shooting Star.
Yeah. Were you guys big fans of Kansas? And I don't mean to make a comparison, but at the same time, I mean, you know, your timing is impeccable. You do a lot of things in similar ways.
That's a compliment when people say it, but the interesting thing is we never were particularly influenced by it. It's the automatic thing with the violin player was, you know, hey, it sounds like Kansas.
Yeah. Mike, a little closer to your mouth if we could do that.
Got it.
And you guys are from where?
Kansas City.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All the guests, we watched all the guests today. None of them had any sores on their lips, so... I said that, and he gives it back to the lead vocalist.
We don't worry about those things. No.
I wondered why you were credited on the new album as Mr. Simplex. I had...
No, it's Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell.
So tell us about It's Not Over, and tell us about how you decided to get the band back together after that delay.
Gosh, man, you should answer that question. You should touch your lips to this.
I'm not touching this. Well, it had been a long time off. Basically, I met Keith because he's a great puppet master. He's not really a very good singer, but he's great with puppets. And that was really the love of my life, was puppets. So all these guys are great puppet masters. And we were on a puppet tour, World Puppet Tour opening for Sesame Street. And... And we said, hey, let's put the band back together. So basically, no, actually, it really came down to our fans kind of demanding that the band get back together. It was the weirdest thing. I kind of got out of the music business for a couple of years, totally out. And I had, we were still getting all these fan letters.
What were you doing?
I was building houses, as a matter of fact.
All right.
Not with a hammer, but, calling guys. Hey, come over and build this house.
Management. Huh?
Yeah, upper management. And, people kept saying, hey, people are paying $100 for the first album and things like that, and it just seemed, this is incredible.
We're missing out on some bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a guy that's got like a stack at home. He's got a stock portfolio on it now. So. But no, seriously, it just really was the demand. We still love playing. Everybody said, hey, let's give it another round. So we got in the studio, did It's Not Over. It took us about 7 or 8 months, and it's doing good for us. It's great. It's great to be back out. Particularly here. This is a great town for us. Good place to play.
Good rock.
They've been requesting your stuff for years, and I'm glad you're back together. It's Not Over is the new album. You guys are live at the Cabaret tomorrow night. Tickets still available. You can get them today in advance at Bass TM outlets or buy them at the door. Usually, if you get them in advance, usually a little bit cheaper on you. And keep in mind, that's tomorrow night at the Cabaret in San Jose. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, let's get into some rock and roll, but give you guys a chance to do a sound check, and you'll do a couple tunes for us this morning.
Yeah, let's
excellent. We're with Shooting Star. We're Blazing Bob, and we are at the premiere in Mountain View. Back right after this.